What's going on, everybody? It is Tuesday, and I'm back here at the park in Mission Beach, ending the summer where we started, you know. Can't believe the summer's over already. I was having a great time during the summer. Were you having a good time during the summer? Yeah, you were. We had a lot of really good summer foods, corn dogs and Mexican corn dogs and blueberry corn dogs and crazy stuff. Churros. But I'm back and I got the good stuff. Not just one though. I got two. Anyway, who gives a shit about the food? We're here to talk about video games. The new one's coming out. You want to know what they are. And I've already talked it up, so let's fucking get through it. Top game of the week. Kiwi. There's a couple of Kiwis co-op games. Coming on PC, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Switch, Xbox One, Series S and X. Something called Wrestler is coming out. It's like Grand Theft Auto, but in the Middle Ages. PC, PS4, PS5, Switch, Xbox One, Series S and X. Lake is a new wholesome game for the Xbox One and Series S and X, and also PC. Things like falling apart. I'll put it down. Something called Kitaria Fables is coming out. It's like some kind of a Zelda-looking game where you play as a cat. That'd be good. Who knows? Probably shitty. WRC 10 is coming out. That stands for World Rally Championship. It's like a drifting racing game. I think the big car in this one is the Subaru Impreza from 1997. So if that does anything for you, Tony DiStefano, I know it does. I know it does. He's one of the 5 people who watch this, so he's gonna get a kick that I just said his name. That's coming to PC, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Series S and X. Big Rumble Boxing, Creed Champions, boxing game of based on the Rocky franchise. That Creed movie that just came out, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago? Anyway, game based on that. Very timely, obviously. That's it for the top titles. The ports this week, we've got Prinny presents NIS Classics Volume 1, which contains the games Phantom Brave and Soul Nomad. That is coming to the Switch. Phantom Brave is insanely expensive, so it's going to be good to have this finally easily attainable. I mean, I have it on Wii already, because that's just what I do. But you probably don't, so now you can get it on the Switch. And Soul Nomad, it goes for $40 on eBay, which is not bad, but now you can play it on Switch instead of having to find a PS2. And the roller coaster is about to go. Here we go. Oh, here it comes. Alright, speaking of Soul Nomad, that's also coming to PC. Let's check it out. El Shaddai, Ascension of the Metatron, is also coming out to PC. There you go. Summer, baby. Anyway, El Shaddai, Ascension of the Metatron, coming to PC. That's also a very, very expensive PS3 game. So getting it on PC might bring that price down. Who knows? Surgeon Simulator 2 is coming to Steam after spending a year on the Epic Game Store. There's a fucking dog here? Who brings a dog to the amusement park? Come on, get it together. Roller coaster. It's very loud right now. Sorry. Anyway, Surgeon Simulator 2 coming to Steam, Xbox One, and Series S and X. And the final port re-release is the Medium, which was an Xbox Series X exclusive. It'll now be on the PlayStation 5. Expansions: Maneater, Truth Quest, Coming to PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Series S and X. Was that game any good? It looked pretty shitty, but it's got an expansion, so somebody must have bought it. I didn't. Did you? The second expansion this week is State of Decay 2 Homecoming. That's coming to PC, Xbox One, Series S and X, which makes sense because it's an Xbox console exclusive. One of the like 7 they have, so check it out. Everything else, The Big Con on PC, Xbox One, Series S and X. Monster Harvest on PC, PlayStation 4, Switch, and Xbox One. Rogue Spirit on PC. The Magister, PC and Switch. It's a RPG with deck building. Might be fun. Active Life Outdoor Challenge is coming to Switch. Finally, Golf Club Wasteland on the PC, PlayStation 4, Switch, and Xbox One. That's all the new stuff. Notable titles. 10 years ago first. Had to think about it. Dead Island came out on PC, PlayStation 3, and Xbox 360. This is like a co-op zombie game. Oh, I cut my finger. Co-op zombie game where you ran around this tropical resort that was overrun by zombies. And you fight your way through, and you do a bunch of quests for people. On paper and in theory, it sounded like a really great game, like kind of like maybe Dead Rising, but on a tropical island. But it was it relied too heavily on the co-op, I thought, to be fun in a single-player sense. It's just a lot of the same stuff. You meet survivors, and they're like, "Hey, get me some fucking gas for the car, for the generator." So you like go to the gas station, get the gas, and you come back. And then somebody else is like, "Hey, can you go like get me some batteries to like run the radio?" And so you like go to the other place and get the batteries, and you bring them back. It's just the same shit over and over again. It fucking sucks. I'm just gonna say it. It sucks. I was very disappointed in this game. Maybe you liked it, and if you did, you're stupid. Sorry, you are. Yeah. 20 years ago, Stretch Panic came out on the PS2. A game by the company Treasure, who are well known for doing stuff like Mischief Makers and Gunstar Heroes and Dynamite Headdy. And this was their first 3D game. Came out on the PS2. And it's very weird. It's a Japanese game, so it's already weird in general. And you're like this girl who has a scarf that can like grab things, and you like stretch. That's how you beat enemies. You grab the enemy and you stretch it, and you like let it go, and it like snaps their skin back. Oh my god, it snaps their skin back and hurts them. The game is fun and interesting overall, but it suffers from really bad controls and camera angles, as you might imagine from an early 3D game. Although this was 2001. We've been making 3D games since the mid-90s, so it kind of was... Treasure kind of fucked this up. They should have done better. Anyway. But, it's... The way this game works, it's not like a typical, like, go through a level, beat a boss. The game is mostly boss fights. You're stuck in this room, and there's all these doors around. They're all locked. In order to open up the doors, you have to go into these other doors where you are in this big area with all these women with, like, gigantic tits. Like, they're fucking huge. Like, comically gigantic. Like, massive. And you have to basically grab them by the head or the back and stretch it and then snap it back until they explode. And then you collect these stars. You use the stars to unlock the doors to go fight these giant bosses. And that's the whole game. You just go from locked door to titty girls to the boss, and that's it. And I'm on the last boss myself. It's very difficult because you can only grab her hands and you have to like drag him into these bombs, I think. I don't know. The game is very like haphazard in how it's done. Like the beginning levels feel like they put a lot of effort into it, and then as the game went on, they like kind of gave up a little bit. Like they got to get it made. And then the last couple bosses are like the most interesting. You can tell they spent the most time on those last 2 bosses. So anyway, that's Stretch Panic. It's not on anything. You're gonna have to find a physical copy. I had to get it on eBay, and it was not cheap. Not expensive, but not cheap. So anyway, lastly, Populous 2 came out on the PC. And then one of those god games that you play as a god who has to like manipulate the land by lowering and raising it to help your people get stronger and beat the other gods' followers. This game was supposed to be like a groundbreaking achievement. I didn't like it. Like that, that's all you do. You raise and lower land. Your followers build castles, and then once you have enough followers, you declare war on the other gods' followers, and then whoever wins the fight, wins. And you have to do that 99 times. Not fun. They also made a version for the Super Nintendo that came out around the same time as the sequel on PC. And as you might expect, a game that is very reliant on a mouse and keyboard was a fucking nightmare to play on the Super Nintendo. There's like these menus with like 30 things each on them to select. So you have to like push like 4 different buttons, and like you have to hold like down the R button and then push the A button to do some shit. And you have to hold down both triggers and another button to do something. It was rough. So anyway, that's it. I'm gonna go. I got another corn dog to finish. You want to come with me while I do that? Sure you do. Oh. You guys like the Killers? Bye.